morning, everyone. My name is Paul Pomerleau, and I'm a member of our ChristLife team in our parish and also for our region, and have been for several years. I had this opportunity in the last few weeks to pray online with a larger group of ChristLife members around the country, around the world, about our world's situation that we're all in right now, and it's affecting everyone everywhere. And also had an opportunity to pray with my small group in Sharing Christ, which is going on right now in our parish. And we're getting to that point in the course where we're starting to talk about the people and events in our lives that had an effect on where we are today in our faith journey. As part of my story that I was sharing the other night, I had an opportunity when I was in college in the summer to live on the coast of Maine, and I was involved in a sailboat charter business where we chartered these huge sailboats to people that would come from all over the world and have about a week or two to get their vacation in. And they would bring their families and their dogs and their stuff and load it all down to the dock, and we'd load the boat and show them how it ran and how it worked and take them out to their anchorage for the night. And their expectations were in the morning, they would see the same blue waters and the mountains and the fjord, and they'd be ready to go for their vacation. And of course, it never failed. In the morning, the entire harbor, the entire island was socked in fog. So their expectations were challenged. And as days would pass and they would row in and talk to us about more provisions and when's this fog ever going to lift, we would have to say, well, it's Maine in June and it's the fog, so it could take a while. But we would see those relationships of these families and these small groups maybe start to wear a little bit over time as they spent this time just all trapped together on a boat with nowhere to go and not being able to see anything but their immediate surroundings. So that part of a story that I had came out in a session where we related about this maybe seeing the pandemic in the world as a large ship that we're really all on together. And we, in our different countries and cultures, we're all over the ship, and we have our expectations and the way we've always done things. For some of us, it's a cruise ship. For some of us, it's a battleship. But we're all in this together, and we're all on this journey, not sure maybe where we're all going exactly. But we're pretty comfortable the way we've been doing things and where we go every day in our lives. And then along comes some fog. And not just a little fog, it gradually starts coming in and coming in. So now when you're going through your daily life, you just can't really see where you're going, and the ship can't let you off anymore, and you can't explore, and you're really trapped in your rooms, so to speak, the way we have been now. And you're looking for information. And the relationships that we have with each other, because now we're closer and with each other all the time, they start to wear a little bit. And I had a coach a few years back that taught me a really valuable lesson that I thought applied here, a way to look at this. And that his idea was that every relationship we have in life is based on three questions that we all ask ourselves. And we might actually not even be thinking we're asking ourselves these questions. But in every relationship, subconsciously, we're probably saying, number one, can I trust you? And number two, are you committed to whatever we're doing together? And number three, do you care about me as an individual, really? So if you apply these questions, when I learned them, I applied them to my boss, and I went, oh, now I understand completely. There's a couple maybes and a no there, so that's tough. But you can apply them to your spouse, to your friends, but essentially you can apply it to your church. My welcome at Mass, do they really care about who I am? Do I trust the church? Do I trust who's driving this ship that we're on? So those kinds of things, it becomes evident when they start to break down and they become maybes, and maybe the answers to some are no, that entire relationships can be severed. So, it creates unrest in a family, in a country, in a church. And sometimes it's just really that simple, that when that happens. And so in one sense, we were looking at the way that this pandemic has affected the entire world. And there's really challenging now to find out where to get your information and really get a picture of where we're headed and what's happening next. So in our group, we talked a lot about repentance and intercession and asking for God's help to help us stay focused on where we are going. And if we're leaders, And if you're a leader in your parish or your business or your family, I think it's really time to step up and lead. People are looking for people to help them, give them a reason for their hope, and to really believe that they do trust God, and to remember that we're all in this together. As humans, I think we were created in love for love, and we were created to be in relationship with each other. So I think this is a really cool time for us to really focus on building these relationships any way that we can. And that's what I wanted to share. Thank you.